36. Here's a game that I played against a computer, and it's one of my experiments. Now we will take a look and start over in America. So America has been kind of emptied out in the Pacific. It's kind of a standard thing I do. I'm not sure if it's the way to go, but Germany, Japan, and this one did not attack first turn, and Hawaii is really vulnerable. And most of my stuff is, where is it? It's kind of where Jurassic Park was supposed to be, right? There's some transports down here and large fleet and 101 and fleet off the southern Mexico and some invasion forces. But most of the invasion forces are actually going to be the English, who are going to take a lot of the stuff out and earn a lot of money and eventually be up near $50 a turn, trying to spike the Allied income. And the way I thought to do it was to invade the neutrals. So we're going to hit the Spanish this time with that force. I'm going to be able to land in Gibraltar, I believe. And it's going to take that down. And then the Russians are going to be able to go into Sweden either this turn or maybe next turn. Maybe not this turn, but maybe next turn. This is pretty. This is not aggressive, obviously, and just wanted to show you some things that I'm thinking about. So increase the income. I did build an airbase off of Transjordan, kept my navy, and then joined it up with the French fleet and what was left of the British fleet off of London. Now in the Middle East, I did not build a factory, but instead have just this layered approach. If you see how many guys I have in Africa, and then the transport is there off of Kenya and ready to support Egypt. Also, I've got some guys poised in northwest Persia in order to help out the Russians if I have to. Over here, I've been converted to a Yunnan kind of guy, and thinking that's the way to go after putting it through some critical analysis. And then I have been buying ships and trying to populate the Indian Ocean with British ships. And also, I will eventually, from now on, in the Union of South Africa, be building some ships as well. And there's some surviving Anzac ships that will join up here off of Bombay. Some Anzac planes. Again, not a great example of an Axis strategy. They always do the same thing. They like to go into Russia, do a Russia crush. And they usually do, I think, a J3 and a... So here is an aircraft carrier. This is turn 3. And that's where we're at. Kind of a neutral crush. We're about to see Great Britain grab Saudi Arabia as well as Mozambique and Angola. So if we were to go down to, let's see, turn 4 here, you would see all my some of my plans come to fruition. So there we go, and Angola and Mozambique, Saudi Arabia, Persia, East Persia, all in British hands, as well as over here in South America, we have Argentina. The next round we'll have Chile, and then the Americans will have Venezuela, I believe. They've got Spain, and now I've pressed in, and I'm convoying. This is a big strategy from this game, convoying, and I did lose the fleet at one point in time after the Germans got themselves together. But by that time, I had a second fleet that I could put right in there. And yeah. Again, Sweden is not taken yet, but will be next turn. and I couldn't see any negatives to grab an